Welcome to Shorty's SuperCoach. Shorty's just down at the coast. I've grabbed my chicken wrap, got my chocolate oak, and Shorty's having a grand old time. But I thought I'll bring the old notepad down and take a look at the Eagles. But can someone tell me or find me something exciting from a SuperCoach point of view about the Eagles? I got nothing. I got nothing. Sometimes there's clubs I look at and I'm like, Jesus, there's a bit going on here. Don't mind a look at him. Could break out. That's exciting. That's reliable. I feel like the Eagles are just an old team with, oh, yeah, cool. It's Nick Nat again and Shuey and Yo and Kelly and Gaff and okay, they're a good team. They're not a bad team. Sorry if I've offended some West Coast supporters, but I feel like for a long time we haven't really picked one. Name the last West Coast premium you selected. I'm struggling. I mean, I'm sure there's some, and Nick Nat, is a gun, but obviously we are forever worried about his body. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, when I first started SuperCoach, God, they were brilliant. You had Dean Cox, Chris Judd, Daniel Kerr. You could rely on those guys for as long as you like. But anyway, enough bagging out our friends in the West. We've got 2 club previews to go. I must admit, I've got a little bit of club-by-club fatigue. I will admit that. I think I'm pretty keen to just broaden the horizons and not be locked into just talking about 3 or 4 players from one club at a time. So that'll be nice. Over the next couple of videos, feel free to comment some stuff you'd like to see. And, we'll have to go live again too and take some questions. Probably, maybe next week. We'll see how we go. But the Eagles, after all that, what have I got? Well, probably from a lock point of view, is Greg Clark. Is that his name, Greg Clark? Is there a 24-year-old in the world that's name is Greg? Well, apparently there is. So he's been dominating in the waffle, and he's a gun mid, mature age pick. We got a bit late in the draft, didn't we? It was Clark and Constable in, I think, back-to-back picks right at the end in the 60s. So a couple of interesting players from a SuperCoach point of view. And look, he seems like he really wants to make an immediate impact, and that's exactly why they would have got him. So I think if he has a good preseason, he might be a type of guy that could find his way into the Eagles midfield. And I know, like I said off the top, they are a pretty consistent but aging midfield. It's not like they're as old as some teams have gone around, but we've seen quite a few of them start to get a few injuries and struggle with their body and that type of thing. So I'm sure Clark, if he's good enough, will get an opportunity, and he'll be really nicely priced for us. Sorry about that. Shorty just getting a little phone call mid video down the coast. Where was I? I think I just wound up Clark. Breakout contender, I had Sam Petrevsky-Seton I had down. And I guess it sort of continues on with what I was talking about with the midfield, how there could be opportunities and that type of thing. And he's gone west for a chance. So I think there definitely would have been lots of conversation about him getting that opportunity. Obviously, you've still got to train well. A little bit's got to go your way. But I really feel like he hasn't been given the best opportunity as an AFL footballer just yet. He's been played down back. He's been played on a wing. He's basically been everywhere. He has got a chance in the midfield, and occasionally we've seen great footy from him. A game against the Dogs comes to mind where he just tore them apart, but we haven't seen it all too consistently. So I guess the fact is, he probably hasn't got the opportunity, but some people might say he hasn't worked hard enough to get that opportunity, or he hasn't deserved it. So he might now get that kick in the arse, and he might get that opportunity in the home state. So I think, yeah, look, he's awkwardly priced, and again, he's probably not really a mid-pricer that we're going to jump all over, because it's going to be pretty awkward. But I want to just put him forward, and he might be someone that is just of interest, and I personally hope he gets a good opportunity. In terms of a risk, it's pretty tricky. I mean, I was looking through the Eagles list and didn't seem to see too much. But look, Elliot Yeo, just throwing it out there again. I don't think many people are going to even think about risking it. He has been previously a really good performer, averaged above 105 on multiple occasions. He now finds himself well below that and falls into that category of a guy that just has struggled to get his body right. So if he can get it back to what he would like, definitely 3 figures is possible. But a bit like Petrevsky-Seton, I just don't think, like, yeah, individually Mount's a reasonable case, but there's probably better cases out there. So that's the thing with doing these sort of club by clubs. You look through sometimes and Shorty's got his categories, and sometimes guys don't fit in super well. You know, you're looking through and you're like, geez, there's not too much in this one. So, and I don't even have a no chance, because I was looking through and I think I'm about to turf that part of the categories. But that's about all I've got for the Eagles, to be honest. I don't really see them as super fantasy relevant. I know there is a new wave coming through. You know, there's Edwards and West and Foley, and, you know, there's some names that come to mind. I wouldn't have a bloody clue what they even look like, let alone how they play the game. So I do want to put it on my list of things to do, really take a bit of a dive into how their training's going, and if anyone's sort of shining through, and what's really going to stand out for them, because I think they are a bit like some other clubs that have contended recently. They are a team that is surely going to blood some youth, and we'll just have to wait and see who it is. So looking forward to that. But otherwise, I don't know much for you. But look, I hope you guys are having a good day. You know, I think I'll be back with the dogs probably Thursday or Friday, and then boom, we can really up the ante in terms of you know, just doing whatever we like, whatever comes to mind. I'll do a video, and we can sort of branch it out rather than being sort of like honed into a club by club situation. So I look forward to chatting to you guys soon, and I'll catch you then. Cheers.